Classical music lovers in America seem satisfied listening to music that had been written years before by European composers like Mozart, Beethoven, and Chopin. Aaron learned about and respected these composers, but felt it was important to learn about American music and modern composers as well. And here's a picture of a drawing of Mozart saying, "So Beethoven, Chopin, what's new?" And Beethoven saying, "Nothing, Mozart," and Chopin saying, "Just the same old thing." When Aaron was 20 years old, he got a chance to study music in Paris, France. Paris was the modern center of music for the world. Aaron's teacher was Nadia Boulanger, one of the best composition teachers of the 20th century. Many of her students went on to become famous composers. Aaron was very excited. He started learning about modern composers like Igor Stravinsky and Maurice Ravel. These composers weren't afraid to try new and different things. They often shocked people with musical sounds that had never been heard before. And here's a picture of Nadia Boulanger. She was a great inspiration to music educators and composers. Hi, Becker. What's up? You like this book? You do? Becker, do you want to read for us? Or do you like this music? Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You want to sit in my lap? You can't sit in my lap. While he was studying in Paris, Aaron sometimes took time off with his friends to travel to different countries. On one trip, Aaron noticed wherever he went, musicians were playing a lively kind of music called jazz music. Even though jazz was invented in America, it became very popular in Europe. Since Aaron was interested in writing American-sounding music, he thought it might be good to add some jazz sounds to the modern classical music he was starting to write. And this is the artist Archibald John Motley Jr. in 1929 painted this called Blues. The music Aaron came up with was very original. Nadia Boulanger liked it a lot and asked Aaron to play it for some of her important friends. One of those friends was Sergei Koussevitzky, the new music conductor of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Mr. Koussevitzky liked Aaron's music too and agreed to play one of his new pieces at a concert. When Aaron's symphony for organ and orchestra was played, a lot of people didn't like it. Some of them even booed. They probably didn't care for the modern sound, especially the jazzy parts. At the time, Aaron didn't really mind if people didn't like his music. He knew it might take a while for people to get used to it because it sounded so different from the music they had heard before. And here's the audience. You can see them saying, "Hiss, boo, hiss." And Copland saying, "Well, Mr. Koussevitzky, they seem to like it a lot better than yesterday's audience." Hey, Becker. Aaron kept adding jazz rhythms and experimented with other sounds to make his music as original and modern as possible. For a while, his music became more and more complicated. Sometimes even musicians in the orchestra found it too hard to play. Aaron started to notice that only people who were very serious about music were able to understand and appreciate his new music. This wasn't what he wanted. Aaron wanted everyone in America to be able to enjoy his music. And here are some instrumentalists trying to play his music. Mr. Copland, some of us are having a little trouble playing your new music.